Ginny, no seconds on dessert for Jeff and Sandra tonight. Hello, huge movie fanatic Nate, stopping on by for a quick little news snippet video that I just found out just now, and I guess it's kind of surprising, but I guess it also kind of makes sense. I just learned that at this point, arriving on March 23rd of this year, 21, there's going to be, just like last year for the first movie, Paramount's going to be releasing a Friday the 13th Part 2 limited edition SteelBook. And initially when I saw this news, I was like, oh cool, I'm going to be all over that, even though it's going to, obviously most likely feature the normal first Paramount Blu-ray transfer, but I'm okay with it. I was cool with it until I got a closer look at the cover art here. As you can see, everything's fine except for if you are, any kind of long-term or hardcore or, any kind of big fan of the Friday the 13th films. You'll notice that something's really off about this, and if you haven't guessed it, yeah, it's the Roman numeral for the Part 2. That's you can tell by the rest of the font here, Friday the 13th Part. I mean, it's thinner and it doesn't go with the rest of the letters and stuff. So this might be a deal breaker for me, because otherwise it's just gonna if I bought this, it would just bug me. But as you can see, the front cover, for the most part, I mean, they did, I guess, their best, or quote unquote best, at trying to recreate the original poster for Friday the 13th Part 2, or what would go on to become the home video cover art in North America. And on the back here, just like with the release of the first one last year, you've got a saying from the movie. This time it's Crazy Ralph's, you're all, Jesus, I can read, you're doomed, you're all doomed. And it's kind of cool how they have a little red silhouette of Crazy Ralph on his bicycle, and it's kind of dumb that, it seems like he's riding on a blood trail as if he's some kind of, I don't know, it's just, I don't like necessarily that he's riding on the blood trail. But one thing I do like about this more than I wish I would have done this with the release last year. It looks like the disc, instead of just being a normal boring disc like, all the Friday the 13th on Paramount Blu-ray have been up until this point, they actually have, a cool black disc with some blood. I don't really like the blood splatters, but, with the font and stuff like that, and of course it's got this screwed up Roman numeral Part 2 thing. But I wish I would have had a black disc like this for the last year for the 40th anniversary limited edition steelbook for the first movie. So I mean, disappointing. I probably would have gotten this, but I don't think I'm going to get it because that Part 2 just bugs me. I mean, not the Part 2, just the Roman numeral 2 aspect of it. Obviously, it's just going to be most likely the Paramount disc we're all familiar with, so it's just going to have the same special features in the original first transfer of it, which is fine with me. I'm fine with the original transfer of it. It doesn't have that annoying zoom in that one part that happens in the new Scream Factory Blu-ray. That's one thing I can say for the original Blu-ray of Part 2. So I guess that pretty much does it. As always, feel free to let me know what you think about it. Is this something you're looking to pick up? Does the Roman numeral 2 that's all effed up and all like anorexic, is that a deal breaker for you too? If not, that's cool, but I think it's going to be a deal breaker for me. At this point, one can only assume, I mean, are they going to keep doing this like next year for Part 3? And, I'd be curious to see what the final chapter one would, look like. And I don't know if they'd still be doing it, if the world's even going to exist by the time the New Blood would come out, but, or not the New Blood, well, that too, but the New Beginning, I meant, would they use the classic North American home video cover art or what? But I guess that pretty much does it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, we'll catch you on the next one.